Manchester United are real contenders for the Europa League title this season. What a result they've gotten from Spain against Barcelona at the Camp Nou. I never expected Man United to go at the Camp Nou and even pick up a point. But that performance against Barcelona has been absolutely defining. And bear in mind, Manchester United didn't have key players in Sabitzer. They didn't have key players in Lisandro Martinez. All those players were not in this game. Luke Shaw played at centre-back. Taro Malacia played at left-back. And I thought Man United, under Erik ten Hag, are the best team in the Europa League right now. I'm going to say that again. Manchester United, under Erik ten Hag, right now, are the best team in the Europa League. And apart from Napoli, I'm tempted to say this, but apart from Napoli, I think this season after the World Cup, there has not been any better team than Manchester United. After the World Cup, there's been no better player than Marcus Rashford, who once again today, in that 2-2 draw against FC Barcelona, has been simply and utterly world class. I do not care if I'm an Arsenal fan, I do not care if I'm a Barca fan. That Rashford performance has been world class. He's done it again, single-handedly, handing Manchester United a lead and handing Manchester United a very, very vital, draw at the Camp Nou in Spain. All they've got to do now is come at the Old Trafford, be disciplined, and destroy Barcelona. I'm not even surprised. I'm a Barca fan. I'm not even surprised because I'm looking at that, FC Barcelona team. I'm looking at how we play, and we don't stand a chance at the Old Trafford. I do not care whether many Barca fans will be thinking they should have won the game later on. They don't deserve a point in this game. Barca don't deserve the draw. Man United should have won this game, and I thought the referee was absolutely atrocious. I thought the referee was absolutely an absolute abysmal and imbecile, because I think Marcus Rashford is brought down in the second half, and for me, to be honest, that is a straight send-off. That is a straight, yes, it's a free kick, but it's a straight send-off, and that could have impacted the game for Manchester United even better. But for me, Man United fans, don't even worry about this. Don't even think about this result. This is the start of a new Manchester United. I don't think FC Barcelona do stand a chance at the Old Trafford. Now, the way Erik ten Hag set up in this game, David De Gea was in goal, Taro Malacia, Luke Shaw, Rafa Varane, Aaron Wan-Bissaka in a back four, Casemiro in a single pivot, Jadon Sancho, Fred, Wout Weghorst, and Bruno Fernandes did line up behind Marcus Rashford. I thought that was really, really brave to play a 4-1-4-1 against this FC Barcelona side, especially at their own home ground. Barca on the other side set up with a 4-2-3-1. Araujo, Koundé, Alonso, and Jordi Alba in front of Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Frenkie de Jong, and Frank Kessié sitting in that in that double midfield pivot. I don't think they actually looked very, very good. Rafinha, Pedri, who came off early. That was a very, very, very big blow for FC Barcelona. Then Gavi and Robert Lewandowski to complete the starting 11 for FC Barcelona. Now, we've got to admit this game has been really entertaining. This has been one of the best games I've watched in 2023. I think the other game that we've watched so critically and with a lot of pressure and a lot of intensity was the Arsenal Manchester United game. Again, Manchester United going away at the Emirates Stadium and putting in a show. The difference there is that eventually Arsenal found a way. Eventually Arsenal broke them down, and in this game as well, Barca could have broken them down. I think David De Gea deserves a lot of credit. Deserves a lot of credit in this game. The Ansu Fati save that has been very, very special. That was very special in the dying minutes of the game. But in the first half, Man United have got to blame themselves for not leading that game by, I don't know, but I just don't know, by maybe 2-0 or even 3-0. In the first half, it was absolutely out there, the game for the taking. Barcelona made error after error, mistake after mistake, and United, all they had to do was punish. Jadon Sancho had a glorious chance. And I said it in the first half that if Man United don't win this game, it's up to Jadon Sancho. There is no excuse for Jadon Sancho not to bury that chance. The ball has been brought in. Ronald Araujo makes a very basic mistake. He puts the ball there. It's only asking you to hit it on the target. It's only saying, hit me on the target, and I'm in the back of the net. And how Jadon Sancho has not scored that goal, I don't know. I don't know how he's not, because yes, they've had so many chances. They should have scored by that chance. Jadon Sancho needs to pull up his socks. Jadon Sancho, if he wants to start for Erik ten Hag, if he wants to deserve to start for this Manchester United side, then he's got to pull his socks off. You can't miss such a chance in such a tie at the Camp Nou in Spain, away from home. Such a very vital game. You can't miss that. And there's so many more chances because Manchester United had 18 shots in this game, the same as FC Barcelona. Away from home, they're the same amount of shots, just like FC Barcelona, who are at their home ground. And that all says the difference, and that states how Man United looked very, very good. In the second half, I think this is the best second half we've seen in a game of football. Honestly, I think Man United, they're so slick when it comes to changing the game and mixing things up and just spicing things up. I thought Marcus Rashford was kept a little bit quiet when he was playing in the first half against Ronald Araujo, right? And what Erik ten Hag, the genius of Erik ten Hag, and this is why I love ten Hag, and this is why I respect him too much over the likes of Mikel Arteta and Xavi and Potter and Tuchel and all those guys. I respect ten Hag more. The reason is he looks at Marcus Rashford, and Rashford is struggling against Ronald Araujo on the left hand side. So what he's done, he's brought in the second half, he's brought Marcus Rashford against Jordi Alba. And look at that first goal. Look at that first goal. Look at that equalizer for Marcus Rashford. He's literally beating Alba with the pace. Jordi Alba doesn't have the pace to run with Rashford. Rashford simply, of course, right now he's flying. He knows where the goal is. He knows the amount of power. He knows when, where, and how to shoot the ball into the back of the net. And that's a glorious, glorious goal, right? So I think with Man United, it's quite simple. You have to stop Marcus Rashford for you to stop them. But the problem is, how do you stop Marcus Rashford? Now, these are the problems that I have with Manchester United. And this is why I think they've made this game harder than it is actually. And for me, at the Old Trafford, it's going to be easier. At the Old Trafford, it's going to be a walk through this Barcelona side. We've seen Barca in Europe against AC Milan, against Inter Milan, against Bayern. They don't have the resolve. They don't have that might. They don't have the teeth to get through, right? Difficult conditions, difficult scenarios on Europe. So United defensively were a shambles. We've got to agree. Defensively, they were a shambles. Yes, they were a little bit, astute. They were a little bit strong. But for me, the goals they've conceded, those are not goals you concede against a Barcelona side, right? The Barca we know will pass the ball, will create chances, and they will create, those, clear-cut chances and put the ball away, right? I will agree with that. Right? Again, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, shocking. Absolutely shocking. But the goals they've conceded, a header against FC Barcelona, that is unacceptable. Because Barca literally don't score many goals, off their heads. That is simply unacceptable. And then that Rafinha, cross, I think Robert Lewandowski does very well to, come get across and tries to get, I think, a flick on. And maybe that just changes the trajectory of the defenders and the goalkeeper. But you've got to do better, right? Because a team as good as Barcelona, Barca are almost at the same level as Arsenal. They will score. They will create chances. They'll be looking to destroy you. They'll be looking to create those moments in the game. You cannot then allow them to score their poor quality chances. Allow them create, make them work, right? Really, really do. Make them work, make them, earn the goals that they scored. But overall, Man United, the better side. Let's talk about that referee decision. Because for me, I'm looking at all the fouls that have been given against Man United, soft fouls. Like Barcelona players running with the ball and coming down very, very soft. And then you look at the fouls that have been denied to be given to Manchester United as advantages, as free kick advantages. And I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? Actually, in this game, Manchester United had 3 yellow cards. Barcelona had 2. All right. Barca had 10 fouls. Manchester United committed, 12. Right? But the difference in this game is many decisions did go Manchester United's way. Right? That Marcus Rashford sprint, own goal. How does anyone explain to me that Man United were not robbed? How does anyone explain to me that that is not even a red card? That should be a sending off. The Barca player should be sent off. Right? But anyway, Man United, I really, really trust them. They will come. They will turn this around. The result they've got at the Camp Nou just means very, very much. Right? And I think at the Old Trafford, they do have better players in that team. Because if you look at it here, I think Lisandro Martinez, of course, will be back. If they don't pick up any injuries, Lisandro Martinez will be coming back. That means that means Luke Shaw goes back to left back. I think Sapitza will be able to play in that game. They will need him. They will need him in that midfield. Probably his suspension is off. I'll try to check up with that. And then, will Anthony be available next Thursday? Because they need Anthony. Jadon Sancho, not really. No, not really. If not that, then maybe Garnacho could start instead of Jadon Sancho. But I thought Man United were absolutely brilliant. If they don't win this Europa League edition, it will be by a small margin, right? And look, United fans, no pressure whether you win it or you don't. I don't think you should have any pressure against you. It's your inaugural season with your leading manager. I think they've really improved a lot. Manchester United have really, really improved a lot. I want to hear from Manchester United fans. What do you think about this? Because think about Manchester United a year ago and think about Manchester United now. How beautiful they are playing, how solid they are, how well organized they are in defense. The way they press, the way they pick up the balls, the yellow cards they are picking are very, very code for. It's too good. It's too good, right? As long as they don't lose Marcus Rashford to injury or they don't lose him to bad form, you can't stop them. Man United, just unstoppable right now. I loved it. With every bit of it, I simply loved it. See you in the next one.